Stadium in Houston, Texas. It's week 4 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Houston Texans taking on the Minnesota Vikings.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Houston Texans. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Texan ball club entering play here. And losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best.
And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. They're led out by their quarterback in his 7th season now from Eastern Illinois. It's Jimmy Garoppolo.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Devon Kennard charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bell. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. Though certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Certainly not the start they were looking for offensively, coming off that loss last week on the road.
And they didn't do their job. They're going to feel poorly about that. But what they're going to do is look at the defense and say, can you pick us up here? And let's face it, defenses can score. We've seen it, right? They can take the ball away, create a big-time opportunity. Let's see if they can get that done.
Yeah, just something to jumpstart this home crowd. They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Here a throw taken in by Watkins. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First down, Minnesota.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
The 44-yard line.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
On second down, here's Kaepernick. This is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 41. The first carry now. This is Johnson. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Johnson, the ball carrier. He's brought down.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
It's caught outright, Amendola. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 22-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
First down, Vikings.
On 1st and 10, here's Kaepernick. Screen play, Johnson. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
At the 19-yard line.
Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. First and goal at the 1.
1-yard line.
Again, they'll throw with Kaepernick. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Touchdown.
Greg Olsen. His first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. You'd have to imagine for a team that's lost 3 straight games, scoring first in this first quarter has to feel pretty good.
It has to feel great for them, and also it's a nice signal to the rest of the team because we talk about complimentary football all the time. So they've now signaled to the defense, now signaled to the kicking game, hey, we're here to play in this one. We're going to do our part. Let's see if you guys will do the exact same, and we can break this losing streak.
He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. That time, a 9-play drive, and it's polished off by a Viking score. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded in the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Marching in for the sack, Michael Brockers.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Throwing now is Garoppolo.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
It's 4th down.
On 3rd down, you'll give them that. You just want to make sure that you play the first down line. And they were able to get him down and force the punt.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. This is taken at the 18. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. And the Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Complete to Greg Olsen.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
And 3. at the 33-yard line.
Off the draw, here's Johnson. Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35.
Johnson, the ball carrier.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. And this is caught by Watkins. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Instead of a 3rd-and-1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
On first down, it's Johnson. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now Kaepernick throwing on 2nd down. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8. 2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
He's taken down by Mark.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And this is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
6-yard pickup.
The numbers for Travis Kelce last week. 8 catches, 75 yards, and a touchdown.
Better tighten up the coverage if you expect to slow this guy down, because if he gets going, he'll eat you up.
And yet again, he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Great job by this Vikings defense. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. And it's complete to Kelce. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 46. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Vikings 7, Texans nothing.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Looking again in the direction of Woods, but it's going to be 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Bell. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
The ball carrier.
The Texans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack.
By Frank Clark.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt.
The kick is no good.
So here are the Vikings to take over. They are trying to snap that 3-game losing streak. On top so far with the football here, 1st and 10. Well, I was watching him in warm-ups, and he hit a 62-yarder that hit the crossbar and went over this one a little bit inside of that, but not enough leg.
And the difference is what?
Well, your live conditions, right?
Live conditions, game conditions are a whole lot different than practice, where you just pop it up there, no rush, no pressure. I think maybe that takes a couple of yards away from you when you have to do it when it's real.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there.
Complete to Kerryon Johnson.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
And he'll go down at the 28.
The 2nd down.
2 yards, good enough for 1st.
Vaughn Miller. 2 yards on the play. And the Vikings 1st down.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
The quarterback sack.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
14 yards.
That was a heck of an effort to stop him just short of the marker, but now they're going to need another big play on 4th down on defense, I believe, because offensively, they went from 3rd and long to now it's a go situation here on 4th and inches.
Now Ryan Suckup will come on and try the field goal. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and the lead moves to 10-zip.
Score Vikings 10, Texans nothing.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Travis Kelce, the all-pro tight end, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and 4. Complete, the tight end Kelce. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That'll put him at an even 50 receiving yards now in this first half. And it's a 1st down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
Now a draw play. This is Bell. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory.
He's across midfield.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
The throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 34-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and is much more successful as well.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was looking again for Kelsey there on that play, but it'll be 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. Throw left side complete. It's Bell. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. And that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
At the 14-yard
That's a
line.
play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
On the coverage.
Garoppolo looks to throw once more. That is caught at the 7-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of
They
7.
missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. This will be caught at about the 6. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Le'Veon Bell. His first touchdown on the year. And the Texans draw a bit closer. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
And his kick is good. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it ends with a Le'Veon Bell touchdown run. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Now we see Sammy Watkins getting ready to go again on offense. There's a lot of talk in training camp about him getting off to a hot start this year, saying that they needed that. Well, he's done it through the first month.
Kind of reminds me of one of those great musical groups where one person has their name out front, then they have the backups, right? He's the guy out front because the backups, they're doing what they're supposed to be doing, but we're going to the headliner each and every time. And that's not easily done because, you know, all the defenses are kicking towards him right now. That means he's fighting his way through traffic, finding ways to get open, even when he's not supposed to be.
The Vikings on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a play fake. Kaepernick. Caught left side by Hilton. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 17 yards, first down, Vikings.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 45-yard line. Kaepernick now to throw. And he finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there at 22.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Kaepernick now on 1st down. His throw caught at about the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. This will be caught at about the 5. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
They'll run it with Johnson. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Kerryon Johnson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. It's good to make it 17-7. So that drive goes 8 plays. And the touchdown run came from Kerryon Johnson to cap things off. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little.
He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. On 1st down, Garoppolo throwing right, and that's complete. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. The gun, it's Garoppolo. Catch made by Slayton. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Michael Brockers able to record his 5th sack of the season. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Bell. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10.
Texans 10.
So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Trying to go back to Watkins, and it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. A final shot before half for Kaepernick. Looking deep now for Amendola. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, time for a trip around the league on this final weekend of September. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the 2nd quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the 2nd half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the 2nd half. Taken about 7 yards deep, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the 3rd. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
30-yard line.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 11 yards there, 1st down.
At the 40-yard line.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. And to the tight end Olsen, right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a 1st down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
On 2nd down, here's Kaepernick. Kaepernick hit, fumble. He lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Holding on to the football becoming a little bit of an issue. He had 2 fumbles last week, remember.
I played for a guy that used to talk all the time about creating turbulence in the pocket, making the quarterback jumpy, make him antsy, keep getting after him a little bit, and make sure he thinks about holding on to the ball because you're going after him.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. After the fumble recovery, it's Garoppolo. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Tate. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
The 5-yard line.
Now Bell. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. To throw is Garoppolo. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
17, Texans 13.
A good drive gets him inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
10 at their own 21-yard line.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
And the Vikings.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. Underneath, he's got Olsen. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
A gain of 15.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory.
Ball carrier.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5. At the Texans.
Again, it's Johnson. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
He was taken.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Here's Garoppolo on first and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Bell. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. On second down, it's Bell, and he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. Over the middle, complete to Tate. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
First and 10 at the 45.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. First and 10 at the 45. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Woods.
Garoppolo's pass. Complete.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. Second and 3.
8-yard line. A 7-yard pickup.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Looking sideline, incomplete.
Garoppolo's pass.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Third down and 3 yards to go.
Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Michael Brockers in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of 6.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Now a handoff. Johnson. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
He's brought down at the
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the gun, it's Kaepernick. And he delivers a strike complete to Watkins. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First down.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 46-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. 2nd and 10. To throw is Kaepernick. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Well, if you're going to turn things around in a game like this, Charles, those are the kind of plays that you need.
And I just love the way that defense rallied to the football on that one. They got the completion, but he was smothered behind the line of scrimmage. And when you make tackles like that, your whole defense is going to be fired up. Really nice play getting to the ball.
Garoppolo first down. That's complete to Slayton. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
It's second and inches at the 30-yard line.
To throw again on second down. Garoppolo. That is taken in by Hurst. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
49-yard line.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal.
This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Pass interference. Defense.
And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. So the drive there, they went 80 yards in 3 plays. And the result, a Houston touchdown.
Michael Dixon.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's Matthew Slater to return it. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. Now he'll pull it down. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the 26-yard line.
Kaepernick to throw on second down. Eluding the pressure right. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. Say what you want, but Kaepernick's still one of the best at doing that as the scramble gets him a first. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Now Kaepernick throwing on second down. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. The former #1 overall pick, Jadeveon Clowney. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Here's 3rd and long. Kaepernick needing a big play to counteract the sack. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 25.
Jimmy Garoppolo and his offense heading back on the field. What can they do now, Charles, to make sure this highlight montage doesn't continue to show more pressure and pressure and pressure?
You feel like it always comes back to leverage, don't you? Who is going to win that battle of the offensive and defensive lines? Low man wins. We talk about that, but we think about it in a running game. Well, guess what? The same thing happens when you're trying to pass protect. Are you low? Are you balanced? Are you in a position where the pass rush won't bowl you over on their way back to the quarterback? They've got to reestablish that in order to try and keep their man upright.
As they have been bowled over a lot so far in this one. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
First and 10.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Complete to Travis.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line.
First and 10 at the
From Viking territory now, they'll come up first and 10 at the 36. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. It's brought in left side by Tate. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short.
Complete to Auden Tate.
So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker.
At the Vikings 26-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And they'll get this down to the 10. 11 yards on the pickup there.
First and 10 at the 10-yard line.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. On first down, Garoppolo. And it's caught. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches.
And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
It's a loss.
The Texans on third down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3.
23, Vikings 17.
So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Now Colin Kaepernick and the offense heading back out onto the field. And here we go, partner. My palms are sweaty. These are the moments we wait for in the booth.
Oh, come on. I know when you were a kid you went through this, right? Well, you know, there was always that one guy in the neighborhood who had the yard that was conducive to playing like this. I know I won many a drive at Billy Mosslander's house. So that's what he's got to draw on now. Go back to those good old days. Remember how it was and have some fun doing it.
A little more pressure packed here in this drive, in this moment of the National Football League.
2nd and 3 at the 31-yard line.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Tano Passanio in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Here's 3rd and long. Kaepernick needing a big play to counteract the sack. Over the middle, it's Amendola. Yeah, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They run. It's Johnson. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Over the middle, he's got Watkins.
Kaepernick's pass.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Buying time to his left. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
16 yards.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Kaepernick's pass.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Not much there, only a yard. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Jonathan Cyprien there defensively to make the play.
Incomplete. Rings up fourth.
Kaepernick to throw for it on fourth. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. But rookie Damon Arnett picks it. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
And they'll indeed take a knee. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now third and long. And they will take a knee here.
Garoppolo on the keeper.
And there it is, the standard symbol. Taking a knee means that one team won and the other one obviously lost the ball game. But now that team that won is 2-2. After the first 4 games, I think they're okay with a 2-2 start. Not overly happy, but at the same time, not depressed either.
You mentioned to me breaking down a season in quadrants. So the first quadrant is kind of a check, as you said, for okay. Not great, not bad.
Yeah, right now they're just holding serve. They look forward to their next 4. Maybe they can make a surge there.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Texans, it'll be a .500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll get another home date next week as the Jaguars will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.